Now that's an eruption. For a big adventure like this Golden Circle tour, we needed a big breakfast like this one that we had prepared for ourselves in our Airbnb in Reykjavik. We're getting a real taste of Icelandic life in our host's home. Welcome back to my channel. In this vlog, we're taking on Iceland's most popular tour. Our first road trip in Iceland, we're going to be doing the famous Golden Circle tour. We visited the Golden Circle back in the winter of 2016, where snow blanketed everything and daylight was short. But today, I'm going to show you what it's like during the warm, endless days of summer. The Golden Circle Tour is the 190-mile route from Reykjavik that encompasses 3 of the country's most iconic natural attractions: Thingvellir National Park, the Geyser geothermal area, and Gullfoss Waterfall. It's a great way to experience Iceland's stunning landscapes and geological wonders in a single day. In 2016, we had taken a bus tour, but this time we had a car rental, which meant we were going to plan our version of the Golden Circle Tour. We're doing things on our timetable. About an hour into our trip towards Thingvellir National Park, we spotted a lake in the distance. It's Thingvellir Lake. This was a good excuse for us to get out of the car and stretch our legs. The lake is particularly fertile and rich in vegetation, despite the very cold temperatures. A third of the bottom area is covered by vegetation, and there is a large amount of algae. We definitely had not seen this lake during our bus tour since the schedule was tight. I was happy that we got to see it today. But we didn't stand outside too long because we could feel the raindrops. We still could see it from the road as we headed towards Thingvellir National Park. Up ahead is the sign for paid parking for the park. Our first stop, Thingvellir National Park. Thingvellir National Park is one of Iceland's most significant historical and geological sites. It's a popular area for tours. After all, this is usually the first stop on the Golden Circle tour. It's where the Icelandic parliament, the Alþingi, was established in 930 AD, making it one of the oldest democratic assemblies in the world. Thingvellir is also a UNESCO World Heritage Site, rich in both history and natural beauty. During our winter visit, the whole area was covered in ice and snow, and the paths were a bit slippery. But now, in the summertime, it's completely different. The fields are lush, the rivers are full, and the paths are clear, making it a much easier place to explore. From a geological perspective, Thingvellir sits in a rift valley where the North American and Eurasian tectonic plates meet, which means visitors can literally walk between 2 continents. The park's stunning landscapes include deep fissures, crystal clear waters, and dramatic cliffs, all formed by the movement of these plates. Look, Mom, I'm between North America and Eurasia. It's hard to believe that 8 years ago I was here walking through Thingvellir and there was snow on these rocks or along these ridges here. I love traveling, and the idea of being in 2 places or 2 continental plates at once is thrilling. Visitors can expect well-maintained paths, easy accessibility, and large visitor areas with informational exhibits about the park's history and geology. The blend of historical significance and natural beauty makes Thingvellir a must-see on any Golden Circle tour. Unfortunately, it's starting to rain, and I have my DSLR camera on me, and I don't want to get it wet. I already killed one DSLR camera, actually my first one, on my trip to Iceland 8 years ago, thanks to a waterfall. Whoops. Wait, it looks like it stopped raining for a few minutes. On second thought, take 2. It looks like the rain let up, so I'm going to do a little bit more walking down Thingvellir here. Looking at these rocks makes me think of how old the Earth is. I guess when the snow melts, the path opens up. Yeah, I just remember feeling enclosed by both sides of the ridges here, but now there's way more room. Yeah, and this path just keeps going on, and you can see more ridges. But we're not going to do it all. Apparently, you can hike this for like 2 kilometers. we got a lot of things we got to check out on the Golden Circle Drive, so we got to turn around. But just know that you can keep hiking this on and on for a couple of kilometers. I would have loved to have packed a backpack and hiked miles around this park. At least we spent more time here than the bus tour back in 2016. Perhaps because we did not have much sunlight in the wintertime, we had gotten off the bus and wandered around for about 20 minutes before getting back on. So far, I already feel like a winner. Don't forget to use the bathrooms at Thingvellir. You heard of answering the call of nature? How about answering that call while feeling like you're in nature? We're back in the car and on the road, yet we couldn't help but appreciate the rifts in the earth from the window. Up ahead is another lake. I wonder what it is. Our second stop is Laugarvatn. I think I'm pronouncing that wrong. I'm not really sure why this was on the list. My husband had put it as a stop. We're still trying to figure it out right now. It is famous for its geothermal baths, but we're not going to be stopping here for a bath. Laugarvatn Fontana, or the geothermal baths. Laugarvatn Fontana is a geothermal bath and wellness center located along the Golden Circle route, offering a relaxing stop for visitors. Situated beside Lake Laugarvatn, it combines natural hot springs with scenic views, providing a unique way to experience Iceland's geothermal energy up close. It wasn't bath time yet, but we had planned on visiting a hot spring later that day. We didn't want to be too relaxed early in our trip. Our next stop was a suggestion by our Airbnb host who we had chatted in the morning before our Golden Circle tour. This had not been on our radar, which is why I'm sharing it with you to add on your DIY Golden Circle tour. This farm was not part of the original itinerary of our version of the Golden Circle tour. This was just added on because our Airbnb host knows this family that owns this farm and recommended that we check it out. At least it smells good. I think there might be a bakery or something in there. Visiting Estidallur II, a family-run farm along the Golden Circle route, offers a charming, authentic taste of Icelandic rural life. Known for its farm-to-table experience, this stop is a favorite for both locals and tourists seeking a more personal connection with Iceland's agricultural traditions. Here, you can see the many ways they use milk. Estidallur II is famous for its homemade ice cream made from fresh milk produced right on the farm. Even on a cooler day, we were in the mood for ice cream because there's no bad time for it. Since we typically get coffee around this time in the afternoon, we ordered the ice cream espresso with salted caramel ice cream. Okay, great. The ice cream parlor is located next to a viewing window, so you can enjoy your treat while watching the cows who provided the milk. It's a full circle, farm-to-table experience. There was something soothing about watching the cows eat hay while I ate my ice cream espresso. Wow, coffee and salted caramel. It's the Icelandic form of a caramel macchiato. Feeling refreshed from the ice cream and coffee, we embarked on our next destination. Off to the distance are Icelandic horses, which I had hoped to see up close on the tour. When I told our hosts I had hoped to see Icelandic horses today, they reassured me that we would. Now you'll see them on the fields off the side of the road, but do not stop in the middle of the road to check them out. It's dangerous on these single lane roads, and there are places where you could safely pull over to see them or book a tour at a stable.
What is this?
It's a geyser.
A geyser.
It's pretty cool. We won't be here too long. And we're back in the rain again, but I guess it's not going to matter since the next thing we're going to check out is the geyser. There's Geyser and Strokkur. One of them's a dormant geyser, and I can't remember which one when I came 8 years ago. The other one that's active is pretty impressive. It does go off pretty regularly every couple of minutes, so I'm excited to see it again. Doesn't seem like the rain is scaring anybody away. There's plenty of people on the trail to the geysers. The signs in foreign countries here, so I'm not sure what that is. I recognize food, hotel, gas, and horse. Okay, I guess you gotta park your horse somewhere. Visiting the Geyser geothermal area, one of the Golden Circle's most iconic stops, is an unforgettable experience. The area is home to hot springs, bubbling mud pots, and the famous Strokkur geyser, which erupts every 5 to 10 minutes, shooting water up to 20 meters into the air. Oh, wow, the smell. It has a strong stench of sulfur here, aka it smells like rotten eggs. While the Great Geyser, from which all geysers get their name, is largely inactive today, Strokkur more than makes up for it with its reliable and frequent eruptions. Alright, first geyser down, now on to the second one. So I guess they both are active? I don't know, I'm getting all my geysers mixed up. Beyond Strokkur, the area is full of bubbling hot springs and fumaroles, where the earth seems alive with geothermal energy. Yeah, that's pretty hot, and that's in Celsius. Now try converting that over to Fahrenheit. The striking contrasts of colors, bright blues, oranges, and whites make it a visually stunning area. Even the cold rain wasn't going to cool the piping hot water down. Now you can keep hiking on, which we're not going to do because we're really pressed on time, but just know that you can. As we made our way towards the visitor center, I wanted one more look at Strokkur, but you know what they say, a watched geyser never erupts. I had to wait a while for that one, so I guess it doesn't come as regularly as I thought. I mean, I did have to wait 5 minutes, or at least 5 minutes for that one, but it was worth it. Well-maintained paths allow visitors to explore the geothermal features up close. The walk is easy and accessible, making it perfect for all ages and abilities. How cute. It's called Little Geyser. Throwing little bubbles. Oh, I guess we have one more to check out. This one is bubbling a little stronger than Little Geyser. Maybe it's like a teenage geyser. It's like it's a demonstration on how geothermal energy is efficient. It could power a house. It can warm it up. I would say Geyser had the best visitor center. The center offers a large cafeteria where visitors can grab a meal or snack, as well as shops selling Icelandic souvenirs and local products. Now at the Geyser Center and feeling a little hygge here with apparently reindeer skins. Oh yeah, reindeer skin. You could be stylish with the Icelandic wool sweaters, and it also goes well with a fanny pack. Here's another impromptu stop on our Golden Circle tour. Right after we left Geyser, there is an area to visit Icelandic horses. We saw it from a distance and decided on the spot to visit it. I later found out it's called the Brú Horse Farm. Google it for its exact coordinates. I love it. So you can pay to feed the horses, and they take QR codes because I don't have any Icelandic cash on me. Okay, so they take Apple Pay. We bought 2 boxes of horse candy. Looks delish, like bonbons here. Okay, all right, why don't you feed horse candy?
I'm kind of worried. I don't want to take my finger off.
Icelandic horses are known for their calm, curious, and gentle temperament. They are generally very friendly towards humans, making them ideal for petting and feeding. Icelandic horses are a pure breed, as no other horses have been allowed into the country for over 1,000 years. If an Icelandic horse leaves Iceland, it's never allowed to return, ensuring the breed remains undiluted. They look small compared to other breeds, almost like ponies, but Icelandic horses are strong and resilient. Don't worry, so I got a little saliva too.
Little bit of saliva for your trouble?
Yeah. Don't worry, he's not gonna bite. He's very gentle. Aren't you? Aren't you, buddy? Oops, sorry. Sorry about that.
He's like, where's my food?
A's for horses. We needed to put a waterfall on this trip. Oh, look at that, too. No one's surprised on this Golden Circle tour. A visitor center, meaning that there's bathrooms and a cafe, and most importantly, a gift shop. Gullfoss Waterfall is one of Iceland's most breathtaking natural wonders and a highlight of the Golden Circle. It means Golden Falls, which is fitting for the way the water sparkles in the sunlight, often creating rainbows in the mist when there's actually sunlight, but not today. Gullfoss is unique for its double cascade. Water first plunges 11 meters down into a narrow gorge, then drops another 21 meters. The sheer power and beauty of the waterfall are all inspiring, especially as you get closer to the edge via the walking paths. Well-maintained trails and viewing platforms allow visitors to get different perspectives of the falls. Whether you're looking for panoramic views from above or want to feel the mist from the lower paths, the experience is immersive and accessible. In summer, Gullfoss flows freely with its full might, creating a vibrant and dynamic scene. In contrast, during winter, parts of the falls freeze over, giving it a majestic, icy appearance. Getting wet from the waterfall, and then the wind, and then of course, drizzle from the rain. But things you do for a good photo or a good video clip. Up ahead is the Langjökull Glacier. Because of the way the sunlight was hitting it, it was giving off the aura of fire and ice. It is the second largest glacier in Iceland, and there are tours that you could take to it. We didn't do it on this trip, but I wanted to let you know about it. I had mentioned earlier that we had a hot spring planned on our itinerary. We didn't have this one on our original list, and it was suggested by our Airbnb host in the morning. It's the Hrunalaug Hot Spring, which is super rustic. When I say rustic, I mean it's in the middle of nowhere and the locals know about it. I felt privileged to have gone looking for it. It's a small pool in the middle of a sheep farm. Even though it was tiny compared to the Secret Lagoon, it was popular with the locals to the point that we were number 8 on the wait list. It was going to be a 45-minute wait. Originally, I wanted to do this hot spring that our Airbnb host had recommended. It's actually in the middle of a sheep farm, and it's pretty cool because it's a much different experience from the Blue Lagoon. It's literally like a pond in the middle of the ground with hot water. Will you believe it that this little hot spring has a waiting list of 7 people? So no, I don't want to wait. We got to keep going here. We have other things to see. Never fear, we had a backup plan. At least we had phone reception, so I quickly got online and booked us a reservation to the Secret Lagoon in 30 minutes. Perhaps we should have done this in the first place. Luckily, they still had spots open because I could see that reservations for the other times had filled up. The Secret Lagoon offers a classic Icelandic geothermal bathing experience in a more spacious and well-established setting than smaller springs like Hrunalaug. It's one of Iceland's oldest natural pools, dating back to 1891, and is a popular stop along the Golden Circle for those looking to unwind in nature. So instead of going to that local thermal bath, we're going to go to the Secret Lagoon. Except it's not so secret because the 5:30 slot sold out, but I was able to get us the 5 p.m. slot, but we had to hustle it. So it's a different type of vibe here at Secret Lagoon. So unlike Blue Lagoon, which is bigger, it's more commercialized, this has a smaller, cozier feel. The Secret Lagoon has a more rustic, authentic vibe compared to modernized hot springs. There's a sense of history as you soak in the same waters that Icelanders have enjoyed for over a century. The water in the lagoon is fed directly by geothermal springs with a comfortable temperature of around 38 to 40 Celsius year-round. The lagoon is surrounded by steaming vents, bubbling pools, and even a small geyser that erupts periodically, adding to the magical atmosphere. What's keeping the water hot is just plain old geothermal energy. I mean, remember when we went up to Geyser a couple hours ago? Yeah, that same energy. Except it's not so hot that the water blows up. I sure wouldn't want to be in this lagoon if it started exploding. That's real lava rock at the bottom. Ooh, getting a little hot here, so I'm gonna go out and walk around the pool. Cold getting out of the water, so I'm gonna make this round trip really quick here. Yes, those are greenhouses where food is grown. I would imagine you couldn't plant much into this hot ground. Roasted carrots and potatoes, anybody? There was definitely a different feel here at Secret Lagoon than Blue Lagoon. Personally, I prefer the Secret Lagoon over the Blue Lagoon. That was featured in a previous vlog, so I will put the link in the description box below. Let me know if you prefer Blue Lagoon or Secret Lagoon or a different one. Up ahead is a bonus little geyser in case you didn't get enough from today's tour. Cold after doing one loop around the lagoon, so I'm going back into the water. I'm feeling much better now. Nice to be back in the hot water. The Secret Lagoon offers a beautiful balance between a natural hot spring and modern comforts, making it a perfect stop for relaxation during the Golden Circle tour. Ironically, it's raining just as we got out of the Secret Lagoon. I was trying not to get my hair wet at the Secret Lagoon, and guess what? It's gonna get wet from the rain. And over there are the greenhouses, and that's where they grow food here in Iceland because it's difficult to grow food in super cold temperatures. Now, this is where our bus tour in 2016 had ended, and we headed back to Reykjavik. Just when you think we ended our Golden Circle tour, we had one more stop. Kerid Crater, a striking volcanic crater lake along the Golden Circle route, is one of the most unique natural stops in Iceland. It offers visitors a chance to witness Iceland's volcanic history up close in a relatively easy and accessible setting.
You have arrived.
This is our last stop on our unofficial Golden Circle tour, which is the Kerid Crater. Kerid is a relatively young volcanic crater, estimated to be around 3,000 years old, so that's young. It is one of the several crater lakes in Iceland, but its vibrant colors and easy access makes it one of the most visited. Crater is located from a short walk around the rim that provides panoramic views of the surrounding landscape. Visitors can descend into the crater to walk around the lake. The paths are well marked and relatively easy to navigate, though sturdy shoes are recommended. The crater's bright red volcanic rock contrasts beautifully with the deep blue or green hues of the water in the crater lake, depending on the time of the year and lighting. This dramatic color palette makes for excellent photography and a visually stunning experience. Several lookout points around the rim offer excellent perspectives of the crater and the lake below, allowing you to take in the full scale of the natural formation. You can explore the crater in about 30 to 45 minutes, making it a quick but worthwhile stop on the Golden Circle tour. Kerid's combination of stunning scenery and geological interest makes it a memorable and easily accessible addition to the Golden Circle, perfect for visitors looking to experience Iceland's volcanic landscapes. I got to see the crater, so I'm going to head back to the car and drive back to Reykjavik. We got to complete the circle, so we're going back to Reykjavik. Driving the Golden Circle yourself during the summer months is one of the best ways to explore Iceland's natural wonders at your own pace. The roads are well maintained, easy to navigate, and clearly marked, making it a straightforward option for most visitors. In the winter, Iceland's roads can be icy or snow-covered, which might make driving more challenging, especially for those unfamiliar with winter conditions. Booking a guided bus tour is a convenient and safe alternative, allowing you to relax and enjoy the sights without worrying about road conditions. Overall, driving the Golden Circle in the summer months offers freedom and flexibility, while booking a bus tour in winter provides peace of mind and expert guidance through Iceland's winter wonderland. Both options ensure a memorable experience exploring this iconic route. Before you know it, we arrived in Reykjavik. We still had time to visit a grocery store to pick up items for breakfast. Will you look at that? There's produce, I imagine, that were grown in the greenhouses we had seen earlier on our tour. So that's another circle we completed. If you enjoyed this adventure, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more travel explorations. We visit South Iceland next.